Right, let's just get down to business. You're wondering why is the video so long, and the topic is basically just a Hoglin farm. And honestly, I'm wondering that too. Now, the thing is that the reason why the video is so late is because, well, first of all, I was basically just deciding on if I want to build a Hoglin farm at all. You're going to be seeing that more towards, basically towards the middle of the video. And towards the end, I just had a lot of things to do in real life. So yeah, that's basically just the reason why the video is so late. I'm really, really sorry. But don't worry, there's going to be a lot of more things coming out in the near future. I have a lot planned, so it should be really, really fun. Again, I'm really, really sorry for the video being so long, but I guess you can't control all the things that can be happening, right? So yeah, with all of that being said, now enjoy today's episode. Hello everybody, my name is RedBlockss, and welcome back to another episode of the ElemelonSMP Season 9. So, last episode, as you guys saw, we did ourselves a lot of work. We actually made ourselves all the other general bases, as you can see, and that thing over here, excluding the the campfire, and this dude is creeping on me, so I'm just gonna leave. So, yeah, so that dude actually, the one who's apparently creeping up, actually also gave ourselves some pose, and he did a little bit of wall work, but apparently didn't finish it, and didn't even start on my side. Anyways, so, I just thought that I would give you guys a little bit of an update, and, yeah, this dude's also gonna be creepy, so I'm just gonna leave him. Although, that was the magma cubes. Okay, so, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna explain to you guys what we're doing in here. So, as you guys saw from the last episode, oh, by the way, if you're curious as to why I don't really have my levels from last time, and if this man tries to kill me again, I'm not, because, you see, I was just unarmed, and he just literally started killing me, so, don't really know what his deal is there. I was just literally trying to do my intro, but, oh well. Anyway, so, as I said, like, last time we did ourselves, all this, and now this, oh, well, I guess I'll take that. Anyways, so yeah, last time we did ourselves all that, but at the end of the outro, I said that we need ourselves food desperately, because the only food that I have currently is the mushroom stew, which, well, I mean, I took from the community set, so I guess it just doesn't really count as, what do you call it, stealing. But still, we need ourselves some good food, and what other good food is there but to get ourselves pretty much the best food in the game, because, well, even though my most favorite pick is cooked beef, what the flip? There's no button. Get wrecked. Haha. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so as I was saying, that was great. So yeah, yeah, we need ourselves meat desperately. So no, we can't hear that. Yeah, that's gonna get ignored. Okay. So we need ourselves pork chops desperately. Oh, that's appropriate, I guess. So we need ourselves meat desperately because we are dying out here, okay? And that is gonna be one of our main goals to start off this episode. And that guy also, yeah, we are gonna be making the farm with him. So I guess, yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit stuff sorted. I'm also gonna see what's his deal there. Oh, he already joined back. So yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'll catch you guys after that. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, as you guys might suspect, like, from you guys' perspective, yeah, it hasn't been that long. In fact, it only literally hasn't even been a second. But for me, it has been 2 real-life days since I recorded the last clip. But I guess now we are here. Now, you guys might be wondering, why did it take you this long to record a clip? Now, you see, the reason why that is because, obviously, if it was a usual clip, I would have pretty much immediately dived into the, the other clip. But for this one, I had to go through a lot of things. So, first of all, I was basically deciding on my fact that, do I want to make this Hoglin farm? Because, you see, if I go over, excuse this man, go up this ladder, and look at this test, as you can see, we only have 27 iron ingots. Now, 27, if you couldn't tell, it's not a lot. And you see, if we want to make this farm, we at least need 4 hoppers. Yeah, put that back. We at least need 4 hoppers, which means we need to get 20 iron made into hoppers, which will only leave us with 7. Now, that decision for me was a hard one to take if I want to do it or not. But finally, I have come to the conclusion that, you know what, if we need tools, we're gonna go with either stone ones or wooden ones. By the way, that is definitely coincidence. I didn't plan to get both of them in my inventory. But obviously, if you have any iron stuff, we're gonna be using that up. Now, fortunately, also, if you can notice me, I am not emphasizing or basically just trying to look cool. this is the only armor pieces I am left with, and this Enderman is also going to be really, really irritating. But I am down to only these 2 boots. Now, am probably going to be switching over to full gold or something like that, but still, I am in desperate need. So I really hope we can get out of the nether really, really fast. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you wanted to speed run through this, we could definitely, but we decided a rule that, yeah, we're not going to be leaving up until episode 5, so 2 more episodes to go, and, well, I still haven't done this one. But the reason why, actually, it also took me a long time, well, it's not the main part, but still, I actually have been resource gathering, like, quite insanely, because, yeah, if you come in over here and look at my base, I guess, first of all, we have some improvements. So, first of all, bass, as you might know, I have been resource gathering. So, as you can see over here, I've gathered pretty much all of the resources to make the Hoglin farm. So as you can see in the test, I am actually gonna be switching over to my smarter self. I think that guy is gonna be playing a good role in this episode because I just don't want to, like, you know, just make the farm without making you understand how the mechanics works, because that's just gonna be boring for all you guys, and it just might be a little bit more fun to just know the mechanics and what's going on, right? So I'm gonna be switching over to him in a little bit, but let's take a look at the resources, right? So first of all, we have ourselves 4 soul campfires. Now the reason why we have soul campfires is, well, they're just easier to get, okay? For regular campfires, we would need coal, which we can actually get now because Bass actually found us a nether fortress, so that's gonna be definitely in the hands where we are gonna be going there. But for the moment being, since these work and I have tested it, we are only gonna be needing these. Apart from that, we have ourselves 10 stacks of polished basalt. Now, you guys might be wondering, why polished basalt in general? Well, I mean, it doesn't, first of all, need to be polished, but the reason why we are going with basalt is basalt and blackstone are the only 2, I believe, only nether blocks which cannot be exploded by the gas. Now, what that basically means that when I'm building the thing up, or after it's built, if a gas spawns near it and the player is exposed, yeah, the gas basically just gonna fireball the thing and destroy it. And basalt is immune to that, so I thought I would go with that. And since if you polish a basalt, it's not gonna be lost, so it's not a 4-to-1 ratio. So I thought that, you know what, why not? We are not losing any blocks. Away from that, we have ourselves 4 stacks of warp trapdoors. I went for that because we have ourselves a bridge to a warp forest, so that was really easy. And here's the thing. Now, I'm gonna be placing slabs on top of it. I'm gonna be explaining all of that in a little bit, so yeah, just don't worry. Now, apart from those 2, we need 2 more basically main resources. So, we need ourselves some ladders, which are really easy. I have myself a lot of wood left over. But the other main thing is gonna be hoppers. Now, it pains me to do it, and I have actually asked all the other... Oh, I do not want to look at him. I have asked all the other mates of the, what do you call it, server. So, as painful as it is, we need to make ourselves a lot of hoppers. And I think, what better way to do it than just do it on camera. Also, as you can see, we have ourselves a lot of wood, so ladders and slabs are not going to be the main problem, but here we go! Oh, God help me. We need a little bit more. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. And for the final hoppers. Here we go. Oh, God, this is so painful. Help. Okay. There we go. Now we are pretty much done, and now we need to basically just need to go over and basically just start making the farm. So I'm gonna get all the resources together, and I'll basically pack every single thing in my inventory. And I'll see you guys at the build site. So I'll see you guys after we're there. See you guys then. Alright guys, so after basically just gathering up all the resources and just finding a good spot to put the farm in, I have now come over to the Crimson Forest. Now this is not different from the Crimson Forest we mined actually wood from in the pretty much first episode. So yeah, this is pretty much the same Crimson Forest, but I just had to came out a little bit because even though there's a lava lake there is a bastion, and that's basically just gonna ruin every single thing because, well, you'll see in a minute, okay? I'm gonna switch over to the other guy in a little bit. So, yeah, I just made myself a little bit of a cave, and the other guys, if they want to come along and help me, because this is gonna take a long time. But as you can see, in this test, I have tucked away all my things. Now, this isn't 100% safe for piglins, because I actually forgot about this, but they did make a change where piglins can actually now open doors, so I guess that's a bad thing, but still, they usually don't come in here, and they basically just know basically nothing. Now, let me just show you guys the path I made to get to the Hoglin farm. Obviously, now it's currently a one-wide thing, but in the future, I will indeed extend it, but currently, it's basically just a path taking us to where we need to go. So, after we come out of that cubbyhole, I really hope these guys don't jump on me, because I do not want to fight them. Although, just before the clip started, the reason why I have myself some raw pork chop is because I killed a Hoglin, so I guess I'm not that weak, huh? So anyways, with all of that said, now if I come down here, as you can see, we walk down this path. Now the reason why there are, what do you call it, warp stuff on top of this is because, well, you see, I don't want spawns for happening on this bridge. Now again, that's going to be in the mechanics part, so I'm not going to be explaining too much of that now, but yeah, basically this is here to spawn-proof other mobs coming in. Now the reason why I chosen this spot is because, well, first of all, if you want to build a Hoglin farm, you pretty much want to build it in a lava lake. Again, I'm referring to a lot of stuff which I'm going to be explaining. I'm not going to be explaining, the other guy's going to be explaining a little bit, but yeah, we want this to be in a lava lake, and we also want there to be a clear space. Now that, I believe, is the bastion, or is another bastion? Can't really tell because the render distance is really messing with me, but I believe that's another bastion, so we cannot go too far, although that is an enormously tall space which we really would like. But this space is really quite open, and if we want to make any kind of adjustments, it's really good. And besides, spawn proofing it is not going to be that bad of an issue. So what I'm now going to do is, well, I'm going to be recording various types of clips, and I'm going to be putting them together. Basically, time-lapse as you would expect it from me. So yeah, before we get on with that, I'm not gonna be switching over to the other guy who's gonna be explaining the mechanics to you guys. After that, we're gonna be going into a basic what do you call it, time lapse to show you guys how the farm is gonna be made. So let's switch over to the other guy. Alright, hello, so I'm the other guy. We also talked in the previous episode, and yeah, this is how I look, so yeah, nice to meet you. So the other guy told me that I need to explain the basic spawn mechanics for Hoglin, so basically the reason why he's building the farm, right? So let's just get down to business because, yeah, it's gonna take a slight amount of time and we don't want to waste time. So the first and foremost thing is that why is he building it in a crimson forest and why is he building it in a lava lake? Now, the reason why he's building it in a crimson forest is because Hoglins are, first of all, an only nether mob, so they only spawn in the nether and they only spawn in the crimson forest. No other biomes will work, they only spawn in crimson forest. Now, next up, we have ourselves the lava lake question. Now, the reason why he is building this in the lava lake is because, you see, the thing is, he wants to make this a only Hoglin farm, right? So, to do that, you first of all have to block off all the other spawns. So, piglins, all the other stuff, basically don't want them to spawn. So that's why he basically blocks off all the spawns from the nearby areas and basically just builds it in the lava lake because there's basically no other mobs that can spawn in the lava lake because obviously every single thing is lava. So that's basically not going to be happening. Next up, we have ourselves the reason why he is using campfires. Now, any type of campfire works for this farm. Just letting you guys know, you don't necessarily need to do soul campfires. It's just easier for him to get, so that's why he's using that. Now, the method that he's using for these soul campfires is, first of all, he's using hoppers going into the chest. So that is the most expensive item of this basically farm. After that, you want to place soul campfires on top of them. Now, you see, the thing is, well, there was a bug at the beginning of the Nether update where even though campfires are smaller than a block, they actually couldn't pick up items on top of them, which is not the intended behavior. But later on, they fixed it, so now if you throw an item on top of a campfire, they basically just go through and go into the hopper itself. So which one picked it up? Let's see. That one over there. So yeah, this campfire, it basically just took the item, and this hopper took the item from that campfire. So that's the easier way to do it, because if not, you would have to do hopper minecarts, which are a lot more expensive than this. So it's a better alternative. And next up, we basically have the question as to how basically is the farm working, right? The farm is basically resolving around this little thing over here, the warp fungus. Now the warp fungus, basically what it does, you know what, to demonstrate it, I'm gonna be spawning in a Hoglin. So if you can see over here, oh god, okay, I'm gonna be getting out. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna be spawning a Hoglin next to this warp fungus and observe what happens, right? It basically just starts walking away, and that's not coincidence of basically just spawning it in. They are afraid of warp funguses. So the farm is basically going to be set up as it's going to be in the middle of a lava lake, so that no other mobs spawn in the farm. It's going to be a little bit higher up, so that no other mobs spawn around it. And then at each side of the farm, there's going to be warp funguses to scare all the mobs away from basically the sides and push them towards a middle hole, which is going to have some trapdoors on either side, so that they can think that they can walk through that gap, but actually in reality they fall into those campfires, get cooked, and their meat dropped into the hopper, which go into tests. So that's pretty basic, and that's basically how the farm's working. Hopefully you guys understood all of that. Now going back to the other guy. Alright, hopefully you guys understood all of that. Now I'm gonna be taking a risky leap, and let's just do it. Let's just go up. Now, you see, the thing is, in JC's video, by the way, I'm gonna kind of following JC Plays' design. As you guys saw from the other guy, I definitely know the mechanics of this farm. But the thing is, yeah, no, I need to follow a little bit of a design, okay? Now, you see, the design that we're gonna be following is by JC Plays. He's a guy I pretty much follow for all of my Minecraft farm need, I guess. And, well, I'm gonna be following his one, but the thing is, you see, the first time he says, like, I need to, you know, place some ladders and all that stuff, he tells to go 45 blocks up, right? But he himself goes up 35. Now, 13 blocks seems pretty good enough, and you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go only 13 blocks up. Now, when we are up here, let's just do this, right? I made myself one by myself, so I think, actually, I think what we should do is we'll keep the ladder as a netherrack. Do you want to? You know what? Since I already built it, I'm not gonna change it. But we're gonna be building these blocks out of basalt blocks, which are in the chest. So I guess now it's time-lapse time. I can talk. Anyways, yeah. Now let the time-lapse commence. Alright guys, so, now the thing is, I actually did record this bit, but fortunately I was able to notice the fact that, yeah, I turned off my music because I just did the time-lapse, so, yeah, we are doing this again. Gladly I didn't start on anything else. So I actually have done, basically the structure of the Hoglin farm, which actually didn't take that much time as I would expect, but, well, would you know that my power was deciding to be an absolute douchebag and just going out every 30 minutes. But apart from that, it has been pretty smooth. So, as the other guy said, after we done everything else, if I can just go through this bit. Okay, there we go. So after we done all the spawning platforms, after that we basically put in all the warp fungus, which I almost had perfectly, but mass in the nether. And yes, the reason I'm kind of following, again, as I said, I know that, what do you call it, the mechanics for the spawning in myself. And server, can you shut the flip up? Anyways, yeah, I know the mechanics myself, and JC, again, who I'm slightly following the design, whose design is gonna be in the description, by the way, if I didn't say that already. So the thing is, he used glass for this farm, now, which is pretty normal if we were small in the overworld. But since we're in the nether, there's no way to get glass. So for that, we've used solid blocks. Now, on top of those solid blocks, we had to use some slabs, because obviously on top of solid blocks, mobs can spawn, which we do not want. Which is another plus side of using glass, because glass is a non-spawnable block. I can't talk. But yeah, so yeah, that's the case. It's slightly ugly, but oh well, who cares? Now, as you guys might expect from all the oinkings around me, yes, this farm is not going to be the most efficient right now, because as the other guy said, the farm, yeah, it needs to be kind of isolated to it be only working. Now the thing is that in this farm only hoglins can spawn, which is perfect, but hoglins can also spawn in all the places around here. That island, a bit of that island over there, This entire place over here, I don't know if it's quite within reach to, what do you call it, block the spawns from happening in this farm. But still, we need to do at least a little bit of slabbing over there. Because if you don't, something like that might just happen. Yeah, we want all the hoglins to spawn over here. Now, just giving you guys a little bit of a fun fact, and also a little bit of a notice as to, I only have a half a hunger bar left. Now, that is actually not the case because I do have food at home, but the thing is, there's an easier way to just get out and in if I want to. As you can see over here, we have ourselves a hole which usually Hoglin will fall to, which has a lot of campfires down there, which have a lot of hoppers under them, right? So those hoppers can pick up my items and basically just put them into the chests which are there. So it's a lot more easier to just jump down here, get your items in that chest, and just basically go from there. So that's what I've been using. If you're building something like this and you have to go up and down quite a lot because, well, first of all, you don't have all the materials in your inventory, but at the same time, you just might be fearing that you might just lose them all, right? So that's a little bit of a fun fact for you. Now, the thing that we need to do is, well, there's just no other way around it. It's just tedious, right? Now, I just need to get on the task of putting slabs all over. Now, the reason why I'm using slabs, by the way, is, well, you might hear that in spawn-proofing some stuff, people use buttons, which is completely fine because buttons do indeed work. But the reason why I'm not going to be using buttons is because, well, as you can see, it's just more smart. So let me just show you why that is, right? So for button, this is the button crafting recipe. It's 1 for 1, one plank for 1 button. But if I put down a crafting table here, and as you can see, the slab crafting recipe is actually this. Now this is a little bit more complicated, so pay good attention, right? So it's 3 for 6, or in other terms, 1 for 2, which is a lot less expensive than buttons. When we get into the grand scheme of things, yeah, it saves a lot more materials. So we are gonna be going for slabs. But the thing is, I don't really feel like going all the way around because this is just gonna be a grind because we need to do that, and that. Now we are gonna be taking damage. So whoops, and that. Look at how much terrain there is. Oh god. So the thing that I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be placing all these slabs that I already have on me. I'm also gonna have to check if trapdoors fall into that category of spawn proofing. I think they do because I don't think anyone's gonna use 56 trapdoors for anything on the server. So yeah, I'm gonna be just placing down what I already have and gonna be using all this wood that is already here and basically just seeing how much I can do. I'm not gonna be going obviously for all of them because I don't think that's gonna be possible. So basically, I'm just gonna be doing all the stuff that I can. Now I know this section has been super long, so I think let's get into a little bit of a short time lapse to basically at least get the spawn rate of this farm a little bit more improved. I probably am going to be working on this off camera or in between episodes, or basically I just might push this over to redkadu, or we will just might do it together. So there's a lot of options to do that, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that on camera. But the thing that I am going to be doing on camera is doing a little bit of a short time lapse. So let's get into it. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed that time-lapse, and also, I just have to mention this, right? So what's there between me and recording after a time-lapse? Because, now, as I've said in the past, like, obviously, recording a time-lapse, you want to turn off your usual audio, because obviously there's gonna be, external music playing in the background. So I basically just haven't turned off, but after I'm done with recording, you think that I would, turn it back on. Yeah, I don't basically just never do that. So also there's a lot of hoglins there. So yeah, since I don't do that, I just recorded a 7-minute clip, remind you, a 7-minute one. And after that, I just noticed that I didn't have my audio turned on. So I guess it's a good thing for you guys that it isn't, because it would take an absolute eternity to watch through that one. Also, yeah, just ignore that because I just got mugged by piglins. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna take my stuff back. But since that's the case, let me just show you guys around as to what the stuff I did. So as you guys can see, I just did a lot of this part of this island. As you can see, it's quite a lot. And if I go down, there's quite a bit of a section down there as well. I also used the trapdoors as I said I would. and I basically just covered the entire thing up. And yeah, there were a lot of pillars or hoglins spawning down there, so it's a good thing that they're gone. But it's definitely nowhere near finishing, because as you guys can see, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of hoglins over there. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be needing to patch those up. I pretty much passed a lot of them. I thought that, you know what, it's gonna be fine and there's not gonna be too much spawning, but apparently there's a lot of things that can spawn in, so I just need to turn them back off, and that's this part as well. And I don't know if you can see it from down here. I don't think so, but there's a lot of land near, because I decided to not build the farm pretty much up above, which I could have, but as I said when I was building it, yeah, it would have been a lot of a hassle to just go up quite a lot. So yeah, we need to do a lot of spawn proofing, and yeah, we also need to do it because I'm just basically getting mugged by a lot of piglins, because yeah, there's a spawn in, and usually I have my gold armor on, but well, you see, the thing is, I actually died over there. Now, I don't know if that got caught in the time lapse, but I was on half a heart, and I fell down a 4-block jump. So I basically just died over there. But believe it or not, those chunks were not loaded in like 4 days for over over 4 minutes. Oh yeah, I actually still didn't mention this. So as you guys can also saw from the time lapse, after that was done, I basically, now this is a bit embarrassing, but I couldn't record for a solid 3 to 4 days. Now I could have recorded, but the thing is that things just didn't turn out right. So I'm really sorry. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the intro, but still, I'm really sorry for the video being so late. I'm gonna be back to normal, but yeah, I just thought that I would mention that. I know I've said this quite a lot during the video, but yeah, it's just gone quite late. So we're gonna be back to normal. Don't worry about it, and that's that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I don't know if I can give you guys a land view, but that's basically it. I don't know if I actually showed you guys the bottom bit, but it's pretty okay. There's nothing too much to it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure the explaining guy did his work good enough. And if you're on the video, you probably already saw the what do you call it? Okay, I was getting distracted. Also, if you're wondering as to why we can't hear these guys, it's because I have hostile creatures turned on. It's a really great thing. Hopefully that guy doesn't kill me. But if you go into audio now in Minecraft, there's quite a lot of things. So props to Mojang for adding this. Before it was only your main sound and your music. Nothing else was there. Now that's switched over to sound, and the main's always at 100% for me. But yeah, the music's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I've used that to turn it off. Now, a good tip that I don't know if I mentioned this in the video or not, but the thing that I've been using, basically just gonna do it for the Hoglin farm. I know it took a surprisingly long amount of time to get it done. It should have been a lot more simpler, but oh well, it's all good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. But just before we finish it off, first of all, thanks to all of you for watching it to the end of the video. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all of you guys' support on the videos. I basically don't mention this at all, but still really thankful to all of you guys for watching all the videos. But yeah, since you are already here, I'm gonna reward you guys with a bit of a surprise. So, okay, I got surprised by the campfire. Okay, anyways, so you see, me and redkadu, we are going to be hosting an Among Us tournament. So, the thing is that redkadu, basically, recently, well, it was recent at the time, now it's almost a week ago, so that's quite crazy. But he just hit me up on Discord and said, hey, you want to host a Among Us tournament? And I was like, you know what? I haven't played the game in a while, but that sounds really fun, and it is going to be really fun. So the basic concept of the tournament is, well, we are going to be playing a set number of games, and basically the one who wins the most is basically just going to be crowned as the winner. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more to that, and I'm sure the Discord server itself is going to be explaining quite a lot more than that. So the way you get in is really quite simple. The only things that you need is a Discord account, which is the most easiest thing to set up. So if you don't have it, go ahead, set it up. It's the most easiest thing. So go ahead, and after that, you just need a version of Among Us. Doesn't matter if it's bot or if it's pirated, you know. Not gonna talk about that, but yeah, just get yourself a version of Among Us. Just get it, and then there's gonna be a link in the description to join the Discord server. Just tap on it. You're gonna be presented with a screen. Just join the server, and then when you go into general chat, okay, it's #chat. Just go in there and type out !redkadu. That's again exclamation mark with basically no caps, redkadu, basically next to each other. So if you do that, we'll know that you guys watched towards the end of the video and know the code, and we're going to be making you guys a part of the tournament. So go ahead, sign up for it. We still don't have a date for it, so yeah, we're going to be checking that out. And literally at the start of the clip, I said that I don't want to make this a 7-minute clip, but here we are. It's still a 7-minute clip. But yeah, with all of that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to the like button, and if you guys want to stick out for more of this series and more videos by me in general, make sure to subscribe button and turn on notifications. But with all of that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!